What's up, guys? Breaking out the GoPro again for first time in ages. Just wanted to get on and do a quick demo video, I guess, or review, sorry. Just wanted to get on and do a quick review of the TIDRADIO TID H8. Man, such a good looking rig, super powerful radio. It's got Bluetooth connectivity. It does feel like it's putting out much more than the typical 5 watts. I use it quite often for all sorts of things. Very powerful. Not encouraging anyone to break the law by in any way, shape, form, or fashion. But if you're on my channel because radio brought you here, just wanted to quickly walk through a few things. So the app is not amazing, I would say, but it does allow you to program it fairly easily from a phone. Now, what I particularly use it for is because it is fairly, I would say, water resistant. It's programmable for everything that I use it for, from VHF to UHF, connecting to walkie-talkies, any other walkie-talkie. It's got every setting under the sun on it, and it's just a nice radio. It's got just good a good feel. It comes with, the one I bought at least, it comes with a long whip antenna, and it comes with a short whip antenna as well. I have no idea where that is at the moment because I don't use it, but it is definitely a solid feeling radio. And let me see, so just to give you some comparison of size, this is a Baofeng UV5R that I have just sitting by. Obviously these are like super compact, super small. It is not as small, which I don't want it to be. I like what it does. Those of you who are familiar with the Quancheng, whatever it is, we put those side by side in a comparison. Much beefier, much beefier. One of the biggest things that I love about this radio and all the radios that I am going to use going forward is its charging capabilities. It's USB-C. I don't know if you can see that. See what I did there? I don't know if you can see, but there's a USB-C port on the bottom right here. And yeah, I just find that it's just a lot more user-friendly than some of the other radios that I have. So as I upgrade, I got this one too. I'll do a review very soon. It's a K-Sun dual Zello UHF. But of all the radios that I buy lately, I'm going to that USB-C format. So that way, in the event that I don't have a docking station close by, which I really don't use the docking stations if I don't have to, I've got a way right here on my desk. Some of you have saw, I have these, basically these type of docking stations, and I have these set up on my workstation here, and I just plug the cables in. I've got a bunch of cables, I plug them in, and it is what it is. It is compatible with any of the K-style, the typical Baofeng plugs. I've used it with the Surecom repeater, connecting 2 of them together, which is a great combo. I also connecting it to some of the other radios that I have here, as well as some high-powered radios on top of that. Sorry, but yeah. But from my standpoint, it's a solid rig. It's great in my book. It's got good audio. That crackling. That crackling is not from this radio. It is just the combination of what's all in this room at the moment. The repeater that I just keyed up is sitting right there. Belongs to me. So if you're saying, hey man, you just kerchunked the repeater, I own it. I can do it. I can do what I want with it. So, but yeah, TID H8. Highly recommend. Now I haven't tried the H3. I think it is the small one. I tried to talk a fella recently into getting the H8, and he went for the H3 because it was cheaper. And his reasoning behind buying it, the reason I told him to get the H8, I was like, man, it'll just punch through. And you guys that are out there that's just making everyone believe, oh, you know, all these radios are the same. No, they're not. That H3 is only pumping like 4 to 5 watts. This TID radio, or sorry, this H8 is definitely pushing more than that, because I can go to where he is and reach the repeater that he was trying to talk through and having an issue. Now he did eventually get the H3 with a better antenna, upgraded antenna to it, and was able to punch out and get on the repeater better than his Baofeng, or I think it was a Baofeng UV5R that he was using before. But still, it just wasn't the H8. So when people were asking you like what radio to get, like size matters, wattage matters. I keep hearing like, oh, there's no real difference between a, you know, even if this isn't putting out whatever it's claiming, I don't even remember what that is. It doesn't matter to me at all. Even if it's not putting out that full wattage, it is putting out more than 4 to 5 watts on high power. And then you put a nice, you know, long whip, high gain antenna, and it'll just punch out even farther. So, you know, let's try not to lead folks astray, but the difference between the H3 and the H8 is dramatic, fairly dramatic in range and audio quality. The repeater that, let me just give you the example. The repeater that he was trying to connect to, he literally is probably within like 4 or 5 miles of it, 5, 6 miles of it, possibly. As the crow flies, with a lot of things in between, buildings and trees and all sorts of stuff, right? He's down low in the neighborhood. Me, however, I'm 26 miles from the same repeater. We held a conversation in the driveway, me on the H8 with this whip antenna standing out in the driveway so I could hit it. And he said my audio quality was really good. Really low, obviously, because it's having to go a long way, whatever that radio is putting out. But he was sitting right under the repeater, and I was having a hard time hearing him. So just FYI, you know, that matters. But yeah, TIDRADIO H8, there's a million demos and reviews out there on the radio, but I just wanted to give my perspective on it. It's a great radio. Definitely get the USB-C battery. I actually bought one early on. I think it was maybe just like a first gen of the H8, and it did not come with a USB-C battery. But I bought another. I have another one around here somewhere. I bought another as a backup, and it came with a USB-C. So then I in turn just bought another battery and kept the original as a spare. So make sure that it comes with the USB-C battery style, if that's what you're looking for. But yeah, it's, you know, channel mode, the groups and stuff in the app, you know, it may be a little cumbersome and confusing for some of you, but I don't think it's a big deal. It seemed pretty easy to get a hold of. The radio feels professional. I've been working construction 20 some odd years, about 26 years now. I've carried Motorola's on the daily, like every day, beat them up, threw them down in the vessels, and I beat them up pretty badly. I will tell you that the casing and the build of this radio, it feels pretty quality. Not saying that the internals are Motorola quality, but the actual build of the radio itself feels pretty solid. There's no wobble of the in the knobs. The buttons feel solid. It's as good as any of the Motorola's that I've been carrying for 20 plus years. So yeah, there's my take. Quick video. Yeah, like and subscribe. I'm just ranting. This was just kind of turn the camera on and see if my GoPro still works. I've been filming everything with my phone, and hopefully the audio is okay, because I'm not using my mic, you know, that's sitting over here. I haven't quite figured out how to connect that to my GoPro yet, but haven't had time to figure that out. getting ready to go on a trip. So yeah, hopefully we'll have some fishing videos up soon. Catch you later.